With the holidays right around the corner, it's time for me to start planning all the festive meals and treats for the season. Frozen Washington red raspberries are the ultimate holiday shortcut to flavor, as they are picked at peak ripeness and frozen within hours to lock in their bright, sweet, tart taste. I love raspberries in my desserts, and boy does this cran raspberry pecan tart sound delicious. Grown by passionate farmers in Washington state, they're frozen with care to ensure top quality and food safety, and it always feels good to support local American farmers. And here's the best part. They're always in season. When you buy American-grown frozen raspberries, you're getting fresh off the field flavor all year long. You can find them at Costco, Kroger, Meijer, and Winco Foods. Make sure to look for product in the U.S. on the bag. Check out True Fruit Mars Hyper Chilled Chocolate-Covered Raspberries and Smucker's Raspberry Jam. Want to learn more details on where to find American frozen red raspberries plus recipe ideas and cooking tips? Head to redraz.org. That's redrazz.org. You'll find participating retailers as an inspiration for every meal, plus info on how these berries go from farm to freezer with quality you can taste.
Many of you have heard us talk about Hormone Harmony by Happy Mammoth, the supplement that helps women maintain optimal hormone levels, with over 50,000 glowing reviews from women worldwide and 98% saying they recommend it to friends and family. Now you can take those results even further by pairing it with their prebiotic collagen protein, which helps restore gut lining integrity, promoting overall hormone levels. Now, I've struggled with occasional digestive issues, and since taking the prebiotic collagen protein, I've noticed a real lift in my energy and overall well-being. Happy Mammoth is dedicated to making women's lives easier. And that means using only science-backed ingredients that have been proven to work for women. They make no compromise when it comes to quality, and it shows. Right now, you can try prebiotic collagen protein and Hormone Harmony risk-free and get 15% off your entire first order with the code DATEABLE at checkout. That's happymammoth.com and use the code DATEABLE for 15% off today. Hi, I'm Yue Xu.
And I'm Julie Kraftchick.
We're active daters turned dating insiders.
Here to dive into everything modern dating and relationships.
Welcome to Dateable. Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Welcome back to another conversation about our favorite topic, dating.
What? Dating? Surprise. I thought we were going to talk about pumpkin pie, which is another favorite topic of mine. We're entering that season.
Yeah, we are.
I love when pumpkin pie has like a lot of that cinnamon taste. I really love cinnamon.
Yeah, pumpkin pie is definitely one of my favorites. I think my favorite, though, for Thanksgiving is sweet potato pie. Not a dessert, but it's my favorite of all. Ooh, now I'm getting
Sweet
hungry.
potato is just so good. Sweet potato is so good for you in so many ways, and it tastes delicious. So what about this question? What if... So this is an interesting question that a friend of a friend had posed.
Okay.
So she's experiencing this in her relationship. Her boyfriend tries to be very helpful and wants to be there for her. So what he did was create a ChatGPT for her to help give her advice. And then he'll actually use it to like diagnose when she has anxiety or depression. And it's just getting to be a little too much. Like he's really getting in there around like giving her career advice, giving her family advice, how to deal with her sister that she's fighting with, and how to even talk to her cousin like that she hasn't seen in a really long time. He's just like, so she said, I know he's coming from really good intentions. It's not malicious by any means. But it just feels like he's getting a little too in there, especially now with AI. It's like he's sourcing this third-party opinion to help her with her life.
That might not even be accurate. Yeah.
Exactly. And she's like, sometimes I just want to vent. I don't need him to give me life advice.
I think this is the larger question of like when you're in a partnership, like how much do you insert yourself? Like you are partners and you want to collectively better intellectually, mentally, physically, like all the things. But how much is it your issue versus like your partner's issue? And like how much should they be like playing the role of helping versus like watching? And that could be also hard if they're like, oh my God, why is this person just like spinning their wheels? I want to help. But like how much of it is really their place?
And when you think about a partnership and what that means, it could mean different things for different people. And I do believe that I think in some previous relationships, I've had partners who were so disengaged from my life that I felt like
Yeah,
we lived
right.
separate lives. So
Which
you
isn't
don't want
good
that
either.
either. No. But also, I don't need someone giving me unsolicited advice because I've done that in the past to friends. And they're like, I don't need this. I didn't ask you for advice.
Yeah.
I just want you to listen to me. So does it go back to the question of you should set your partner up for success by letting them know what it is that you're looking for, whether it's advice or some like event session?
I mean, I think absolutely. And I think your friend probably just honestly needs to have a conversation with her partner. I'm not sure if she talked to them before talking to you, but I feel like that would have probably been the right person to go to of just like, I hear what you're trying to do. I appreciate it, but for whatever reason, it's not like helping or landing right. Like, what else can we do? You know, I think the ChatGPT angle's interesting because to me, that's like, I don't know. It just like seems like you're now just like making yourself like an expert with no knowledge. Like it's not like
Right.
you're like helping bring in expertise. You're just helping to help to like assert
Yes.
yourself in it. The mental health aspect's interesting with ChatGPT. I don't know if you saw the news that
Yes.
ChatGPT is no longer doing legal advice
Right. And health advice.
in health advice and mental health. I'm not sure, does that fall into health advice?
I
I mean,
think
if
so.
not,
Hmm.
but yeah, it either
Should.
does or if not, it's like a fast follow probably because there's apparently been like people that have like committed suicide from ChatGPT.
Yes.
Anyways, we don't
Yes.
need to go into all of that, but like, and there's also like stats of like, it will kind of like say what you want it to say in a way. Like
Hmm.
it will affirm like this person's a narcissist or you're doing nothing wrong. Like just keep going. And it's not a replacement for therapy. So
No.
personally, what back it up a little, what I would want and what I would probably do is be like, it sounds like this is a really hard time right now. Maybe there's a professional that you can talk to. So
Yeah.
therefore, it doesn't become you and your partner being like the therapist, but your partner is
Yeah.
getting the support they need.
Have you been watching Nobody Wants This, the latest season?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And you know the sister dating or engaged to her therapist, right? That
Yes.
storyline? Okay. Have you watched the whole season?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So that part, the parts where she goes to him and she's trying to confront whatever it is, like, I think we should break up, or I don't think I'm right for you, or you're right for me. Now he throws in the therapy speak and he's like,
Yeah.
oh, this is just your inner child being scared of commitment. And then she's like, you're right. And then he talks her out of it. That's the type of thing I'm afraid of when a
Yeah.
partner tries to therapize a relationship, because they can talk you out of your feelings. They can make you feel invalid and that
Mm,
whatever you're going through is because of some deep, like, childhood
right.
issues. So I think directing someone to a professional who is not dating you, okay, who is not personally related somehow, is a really good piece of advice. And also just being there to help someone to just repeat what they're saying and not trying to give them conclusions or assumptions or a diagnosis. Like what I'm hearing you say is X, Y, and Z. I think I want that from my partner, is to feel validated in what I'm feeling.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard though. Like, I hear both sides of this because, like, I know for myself, I've been like a little bit in a slump lately, like on and off for the last couple years. And I know
Mhm.
my partner, like, doesn't want to just like watch, you know, like he wants to
Mm,
like help and do things, but sometimes, yeah, it's not necessarily what I need. I just need to vent. And this is a tough angle though, because like, especially if like you are really upset about things or like, you know, in a depression, it is hard for the other person to just sit back and do nothing, especially if they love and care about you.
Yeah.
So it is a tough situation. And also, like, you want to like attack problems together. And like, there's a
Right.
line of like, what's mine is mine, and my own happiness is mine to control, versus like, we're sharing space, we're sharing a life. If I'm not happy, it is going to affect you.
Yeah. But as I've learned from my friends who've dated people while they're in these bouts of depression, they said there's nothing more triggering than getting unsolicited advice from someone
Yeah.
who's not in a depression. Because all they say are things like, just get out there, or keep yourself busy or active, go join the gym. And she's like, that. Those are the last things I want to hear. And I actually just want someone to deliver me soup, sit there in silence while we drink our soup. Like, oh, okay, that's interesting. But at least she understands that's what she needs. So that's what she does verbalize to her partners.
Yeah, I mean, that is a good point of like, it's sometimes everyone operates differently too. I know for me, it's like, if I'm feeling down, I need to like do to get out of it. Like, I'm like, I need to tackle that to-do list and I need to like make things happen. So just like sitting and talking about it also doesn't always help. Like, it's just like ruminating about it almost like makes it worse for me. So I do think like, yeah, like, what is it that you need? And I mean, in this case, it's clear your friend does not need her boyfriend to be her ChatGPT therapist. So she needs to like make that really clear.
I can't imagine how infuriating it would be when I'm in a low and then my partner comes in and goes, but ChatGPT thinks
Oh
that
my
you're
God.
sleep deprived and high in anxiety.
The part that kills me about this too is like, she could easily set up ChatGPT the same way he does.
Yes.
Like, he has no like magical power here.
No.
He has no experience he's coming from. He has nothing that's like making him the authority. And like, I don't want to say this because I don't know these people at all. So like, it's hard to like go to like extremes. But what I've seen in other examples, I'll point it that way, is sometimes there is this need for control. And like, that to me, it's actually a red flag if that's where it's coming from. If his need is to help and to like get her out of this funk, and he's just trying to like throw solutions to the wall, and ChatGPT is one of them, versus make him the authority, I think those are two very different things. And maybe that's where some of the introspection needs to happen too. Like, where is this truly coming from?
Yeah, it's a really good point because it could be coming from somewhere that's his issue, like coming from his triggers or insecurities, and we don't know. I do find value, though, in having a joint chat GPT conversation, though, like as a couple that you can consult together. Like, it's not your therapist, but you can both be participating in it. I think what bothers me about this is that he's consulting AI about her without her involved at all.
I want to dive into this even more, but before we do, let's take a quick break to hear from our partners.
As the air turns crisp and the holidays draw near, comfort becomes the best gift of all. And Quince delivers layers that last: sweaters, outerwear, and everyday essentials that feel luxurious, look timeless, and make holiday dressing and gifting effortless. And Quince has it all, from $50 Mongolian cashmere sweaters made for everyday wear, denim that never goes out of style, silk tops and skirts that add polish, and down outerwear built to take on the season, perfect for gifting or upgrading your own wardrobe. Now, I know I live in warm Southern California, but I do love wearing cashmere, and the Quince short sleeve cashmere sweaters are my go-to. They're just the perfect layering piece, and they truly elevate every outfit. Step into the holiday season with layers made to feel good, look polished, and last. From Quince. Perfect for gifting or keeping for yourself. Go to quince.com/dateable for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/dateable to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/DATEABLE. What's the one thing about your health you wish someone had told you years ago? Well, for me, it's how important the gut is. Truly, the gut is the foundation of overall health and vitality. It's not just about digestion. The gut affects everything from your energy levels and mood to weight management and even longevity. And while most gut supplements contain probiotics or probiotics and prebiotics at best, Bioma contains all three essential ingredients your gut needs. Visit gobioma.com/dateable today. That includes prebiotics, probiotics, and postbiotics. Each ingredient is science-backed and third-party tested. Just take 2 capsules before breakfast and take the guesswork out of feeling your best. Visit gobioma.com/dateable today for an extra 15% off your order. That's gobioma.com/dateable and get an extra 15% off.
Oh, the car from Carvana's here. Well, will you look at that? It's exactly what I ordered. Like, precisely. It would be crazy if there were any catches. But there aren't, right?
Right. Because that's how car buying should be. With Carvana, you get the car you want. Choose delivery or pickup and a week to love it or return it.
Buy your car today with
Carvana. Delivery or pickup fees may apply. Limitations and exclusions may apply. See our 7-day return policy at Carvana.com.
There's just also to touch on the control aspect. There are those types, I don't want to generalize, but a lot of times it is men that like to be like the people that know all, that like to be the ones that people see in a certain way as being helpful, and it's feeding their own ego more than it's actually helping the person. So again, I'm not diagnosing this couple. I don't know them at all, but maybe it's worth having that conversation a bit more, especially if it's irking your friend.
Right. So if you were her, what does this conversation look like with your partner? Is it like, hey, I really appreciate all the feedback and advice that you've given me and consulted ChatGPT on. What I really need from my heart right now is I just need your support in validating what I'm going through, and also just to be there when I need someone to vent with.
Yeah, I mean, I think that sounds good. I guess the whole validating part isn't interesting. I'm sorry, I'm just getting on semantics. But I actually had this conversation with some of my friends, and one of our friends, I don't know, this whole thing happened, and we're like, oh, her husband validates her, and that's good. And then I was like, is it good? Because then it just continues to be push you in a direction that literally everyone else in your life does not agree with. And they're only validating you because they're your significant other. So actually, is it helpful for her to just keep getting validation from him when he also doesn't even agree with it potentially, and just keep pushing her into this spiral? I don't know.
Oh, that's a really good question. I'm struggling with that in my head right now, just thinking about it. Because on one hand, you want your partner to be your ride or die. You want them to champion you. And even if you are the biggest villain, don't you want your partner to be yes, you're great. I don't know, though,
because that just enforces your behavior in society, right?
It does enforce your behavior and does not make you grow. But is that the responsibility of a partner, or should that be you internally driven?
So I think there's a difference of your partner constantly being I don't approve of your behavior. But I also feel there's a difference of them saying it one time and be here's another perspective that might actually be more advantageous for you long term, dropping it at that point, but not enforcing it every time it comes up.
Okay, here's the thing. I still think it's sort of on you individually, because if I weren't open to change or growing myself, then whatever my partner says, I'm not going to listen to. I'm going to be why are you against me?
Right.
So I think it's still up to me to say, I'm experiencing this. Do you see anything? Are you seeing anything that I'm overlooking? Am I missing anything here? That's an invitation for my partner to say, oh, maybe you should look at something over here. But if I'm I'm feeling this way, I know I'm right. I'm 100%, confident in the way I feel. Nothing my partner says will ever change that.
That's true. I mean, that's 100% true. I guess, like, is that a sustainable relationship, though? If, like, you're going in that way? Like, and let's say, like, your partner really feels differently about your actions. Like,
Uh-huh.
is that a sustainable? This is just, like, I guess the opposite of maybe this is, like, the fallout of not being involved. Like, does that just,
Yeah.
like, continue to push people further and further away? I guess, like, in your friend's example, I don't know if I would start with, like, I appreciate your advice, because she doesn't
Mm.
appreciate it. So that's actually a false statement. I think I would
Mm.
say, like, I appreciate that you want to, like, be there for me, or, like, I
Right.
appreciate that you want to, like, help solve these challenges as a team. But there are some things I need to do myself. I guess the other
Yes.
question for your friend is, how much is she asking for advice or asking to be
Yeah.
validated versus not, and he's asserting himself? Because I think those are two different things too, right? Like, if she's not
Totally.
asking for anything, then she's basically saying, like, this is stuff going on in my life. I know it's challenging. What's a solution that we can think of that, like, I navigate my stuff, but I don't bring it to our relationship? Or maybe not bring it to our relationship, but, like, let it impact our relationship. Like, if my choice is to be, like, upset about something, I think you have to also think about, like, what's the impact of that to your relationship?
Right. Right. And one of her examples is she's been getting really terrible sleep. And
Okay.
she's just trying all kinds of things like magnesium and trying to do like a
Okay.
sauna before bed.
So
And she
she's
just gets,
trying stuff.
she's trying
Yeah.
stuff. And then he came to her and was like, you are experiencing high anxiety and we can explore some medical options for you, like prescription drugs, because ChatGPT says you are
Oh my
highly
God.
anxious.
Stop.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So
So
that's
this is what I would
problematic, right?
I mean, this might be, like, deeper, to be honest, than just the advice situation. But
You
again, I'm
think?
afraid judgment. I think what I would do in that situation is say, like, yes, anxiety could be an option. I'm
Mhm.
exploring all my options. I'm like, I will be the one to decide on medicine. Like, that to me, it's like my
Yeah.
body at that point.
I also feel like, back to your point of how is this affecting the relationship, if he's feeling like she's irritable, she's
Yeah.
short fuse, she's been mad at him and yelling at him, that's directly affecting him. He should lead with that more. Like, I feel
Yes.
like your behavior or your lack of sleep is affecting our relationship. How can we make this better? Is it because you're anxious? Like, here are some
Yeah.
options. But if he's like, you are, I'm
Yeah. You
diagnosing
need
you,
to
here's
take
your
yes.
problem, that feels very much from a place of control or condescension.
Yeah, or at the minimum, he could just be like, maybe it's anxiety. Maybe you should
Yeah.
have a doctor look into this. Like, who is he to give that medical advice? ChatGPT can't even give that medical advice. Why would he give that medical advice from ChatGPT?
Well, ChatGPT used to be able to give that advice, so he felt empowered to give that advice to her.
I feel like I would never, okay, even if ChatGPT was spitting it out, I would never take, like, a diagnosis from ChatGPT.
And that's sad because that's what people do. This is what people are doing. I mean, that's why they had to get rid of this feature, because
Right,
people
right,
were literally
right.
bringing
People are
this to their
taking it.
doctors and being like, "What do you mean I don't have cancer? ChatGPT says I do."
I definitely did legal advice from ChatGPT, and I was like, oh, this
Yeah.
is perfect. And then brought it to a lawyer, and they were just like, no, it's literally, it's like not going to hold up in anything. Like, it's like a wasted thing.
Well, that's good.
So,
That's good to
yeah.
know that these professions aren't at risk because
No.
ChatGPT can't get it right. But it is ruining relationships. I think in some respect, I think everybody is looking for more tools to make their relationships
Yeah.
better. So I give him that. There's whether that's couples counseling, books, workshops, our book, our workshop,
Yeah.
our courses. Great. Seek out the resources. And ChatGPT is just that immediate answer. But to use it against her in some ways, right? Like telling her what's wrong with her is not the best way to form a good relationship.
That's why they need to have a heart to heart of where this is coming from. And that
Yeah.
could be a point too of like, I appreciate you're looking for resources. That's a truth. I would just say,
Yeah.
like, whatever you say you appreciate, make sure it's actually a truth for you.
Yeah.
If it's not,
exactly.
don't say it. But like, if it is
Yeah.
a truth that you're like, I appreciate you're putting effort into the relationship to find solutions. Just this solution is not working. The way you're delivering it is not working. Let's find a different solution. I think that is a healthy conversation. If it
Yes.
turns out that like this person's like, no, I must be the one that knows everything, then you have a different problem on your hands.
Yeah. Mhm. Very different problem there.
Interesting topic. I think we could talk about
Good.
this
Yeah.
more in another way because I do think this is like a larger thing too of like just how much is your partner involved. But let us know what you
Mhm.
think, listeners, because I'm sure people have opinions on this. So if you're on Spotify, you can leave your opinions right there. If you're watching on YouTube, you can also leave them right there in the comments. If you're on Apple Podcasts, leave us a review, 5 stars, please, and then tell us your POV.
Great.
Okay.
And we'll see you all next week.
Bye.
Shopify is a global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business and sell more with less effort thanks to the Shopify Magic, your AI-powered all-star. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/redcircle, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/redcircle now to grow your business no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/redcircle.
Time. It's always vanishing. The commute, the errands, the work functions, the meetings, selling your car. Unless you sell your car with Carvana. Get a real offer in minutes. Get it picked up from your door. Get paid on the spot. So fast you'll wonder what the catch is. There isn't one. We just respect you and your time. Oh, you're still here? Move along now. Enjoy your day. Sell your car today.
Carvana.
Pickup fees may apply.
If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.